Hey y'all. First of all, take a breath with Bree. Take a breath with Bree. And you will see that everything is going to be all right. I have had to tell myself that many times here lately during all these real estate negotiations. And I love you guys, and I could just, show up in New Mexico and never really fill you in on all that I had to go through to get there. Even when you have a property that has value, not far from the SoFi. So investors clearly know the potential. Even with that, all of the stuff that the ups and downs that I have had to go through. And this is the thing, you think it's just business. I thought it was just business. Oh, it's easy. Sell a house, buy a house, sell a house, buy a house. Live your life, live your soft life in the land of enchantment. But it's not just business. There are emotional ups and downs and disappointments. And every time that you are under contract, every time you sign on the dotted line after 400 emails and 800 DocuSigns, anybody who's bought a house, you understand. It's like ridiculous. It's like 1 a.m. It's like, sign here. Your signature is requested. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. But you on high alert all the time, right? Because I've never checked my email so much in my life. I've had tens of thousands of spam in my emails and never knew and never cared. But it and then when you have two little girls that are like, okay, my 24-year-old and my 13 are like, yeah, mom, okay. All Journey wanted to do was get out of the seventh grade. That's done. School was out June 12th. And it has been my desire to get to New Mexico and get settled by the time she starts at eighth grade so she can start with all the other children. So having to surrender that timeline hasn't been easy. But, once I did, see, I got sick last week. If you remember, I was on camera talking about my throat, my neck, lymph node or something. I really believe because, they did, uh, well, they didn't see me because you know how doctor's appointments are. But per my description over the phone, they prescribed me antibiotic, but I don't think I had a infection. Even yesterday, where I was waiting to hear, waiting on this last, well, not last, this most recent investor to go and send this earnest money. I had this tension, this like ball of tension. I had to put on some throat chakra, sound waves or something, but I don't think I had any kind of infection, a respiratory infection. I think that it was the tension that I was holding in my body, which is why you see me out on my grass in my backyard, just relaxing and taking a breath, because that's what we have to do, because this is not easy. I don't wish this on nobody. Nobody. Okay. I have been through a lot. As I wrote a post yesterday and I listed a lot of things that you guys have supported me through. I mean, remember when I had to walk out of that hospital? I didn't understand because Journey was in the NICU that I had to go and she got to stay, and I had to leave my little 5-pound baby in that hospital. Y'all remember the agony of that? Y'all remember how I cried about it? I couldn't even believe it. But I've been through so much. Y'all remember when my son came up missing? Y'all helped me find her. It was somebody from Facebook that walked up to my son in the park and said, "Your mama looking for you." So I love you guys, and you guys have been part of this journey. Y'all know that I'm a Leo alpha female. So I am used to running the show, being in control, and in both situations, the buy and the sell, you kind of you are making decisions, but as far as the things that you're not an expert at, you have to put in the hands of other people. You have to, and I'm the type of person when it comes to business, I'm a businesswoman extraordinaire. So I need constant updates. I need to know, this, that is today, tomorrow, before I go to bed. And I also, and I'm learning that realtors, the reason why they make so much money is because they have to attend to your emotions. They have to, because I done boo-hooed on the phone several times to my realtors. And um, thank God that they understand, because it is it's a letdown every time the contract, because you think every time the contract don't go through. Let me finish my thought. It's a letdown. But you think, oh, high-powered investors, they come through rolling big and strong, quick, fast, in a hurry, signing you up on a contract, giving you they don't even want no 30-day close. They want a 10-day, they want a 15-day, they want a 17-day close. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, cool. You know, it have been so many people up and through my house from all kind of inspectors and just ridiculous amount of people up and through here. And I got rings so I can see them all. I'm like, damn, they sitting on the bed. Oh my God, they on the piano. What is going on? Oh, the kids, during the open houses, like just bouncing all over your house, you know what I'm saying? But it's a process. So, yes, absolutely. I do believe that if the economy wasn't where it would not be a problem for a seller. It's a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market. Even me getting to the point where I understand what that means, because honey, I'm skilled in it now. Call me Realtor Bree, okay? I'm gonna take some classes in New Mexico and sell me some houses out there in the Sandoval County. I ain't playing, but I learned so much. But this is God's plan, which will not be abandoned. Let's be clear. This was not my plan. You ain't never in life heard me talk about moving out the state of California. The idea, the vision was not mine, never came to me once. It was God. My timeline will have to be compromised on. Okay. This last deal was willing to take $130,000 loss just to get my butt up out of here. Now, because of how I think about abundance, I'm like, oh, not a big deal. But the truth of the matter is I shouldn't take $130,000 loss. I should not. My house is old. It was built in 1932. I do think the best deal would be an investor because although I put a bunch of love into it, there are some things that they're going to have to do to it to get it back on the market, because you're going to see it back on the market, for all y'all who know where I live, for $1.2 million when they're done with it. Because that's what the house down the street sold for, on the same street. I could walk to it right now. Oh my God. But I love you guys, and I want you to understand, because I could keep this to myself, but I can't. I could easily just be like, show a picture standing in front of my big 2-story, 4 or 5 bedroom house with my loft and balcony in Rio Rancho. But I need you to understand that and be mentally and emotionally prepared for the ups and downs, for the packed up. We are living out of boxes. Let's be clear. I packed up a long time ago, and I'm packing a box a day for the rest of the stuff. But I got about 4 shirts and a couple of booty shorts and to sleep in, and we are living out of boxes. We're ready to go. But every deal does not go through. I wish somebody would tell me that. That's what I'm putting in my book. Every deal does not go through. Every deal, no matter what. And it's not that the investors are shady. They might have every intention, but they come in and they have the intention of purchasing maybe 2 houses, but they put 6 under contract. You know what I'm saying? And then they back out when they choose the ones that they can make the most money out of. That's not illegal. It's good business, but for the person on the other end, it's devastating. You understand? I have been under contract 3 times. And understand, when I'm under contract here, I'm under contract in New Mexico. So they lose out. They lose a buyer as well. God bless them. The houses that I love, big, beautiful houses that I love. Everybody's like, oh, you should downsize. I don't want to downsize. Do I look like a downsized type of girl? I want a big house that would have cost a fortune here in California that I can pay $400,000 for in New Mexico and live my best life. So I love you guys. It has been difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. I have cried. I have just boo-hooed and snotted all over the place. But I am a person that knows better than to stay there. I'm going to cry. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be frustrated with my realtors. I'm going to say, oh my God, call me back. Where you at? What's going on? As if I'm the only person in the world and they don't have families. But I still don't stay there. You could call me in the midst of that storm, and 10 minutes later, because I know the tools to pull myself up, to raise my vibration, to not stay there, still feel it. Still, if I let the feelings land, I can still feel the disappointment. I'm like, dang, you thought this was the one. I thought I was out of here on the 29th. Now I got to stay a little bit longer. My customers are happy. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, you going to be around? Oh, I need an appointment. I need to get my hair done. But, I'm ready to move on with my life. The life that God ordained for me and planned for me, the vision that He gave me that was not mine at all. but I'm grateful for it. Thank you, God. You can see, you can see further than I can see, God. So I'm very, very grateful. And but I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. But I want everybody to know that when you embark upon something like this, that it is not just peaches and cream. It's gonna tug at your strings. It's gonna you gonna think that you are like you're going to feel defeated many times, but you don't stay there because God is good and I am still blessed every day of my life. My children are blessed. I am amazing. My daughter has learned so much just like me. So yeah, absolutely. I'm going to write a book about this. Absolutely. Everything that I have gone through, suffered through, and still shining, still glistening, still smiling, I share with the world because that message could help somebody else. I love you guys. I don't want this video to be too long. This is Sabrina Fisher Reese, and I've written several new books. Go on Amazon and see them. Books by Sabrina Fisher Reese, and buy one because everything I've been through, which has been so much, which is why I'm ready to retire and have my soft life. everything, everything that I've been through, I've written about so it can help somebody else. I love you guys. In 59 seconds.